This shit finna be fire, bro. Would you date a transgender? The hood versus a college town. Let's get it.
Would you personally date a transgender person?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
No.
No. No.
And why's that?
I'm heterosexual.
Would you date a transgender person? First, we're gonna ask Georgetown, and then we're gonna ask the hood.
Either of you guys date a transgender?
Yeah, I would. Yes.
And have you ever done it?
No.
Yeah, I'm already in a relationship.
Is it a transgender relationship?
No, it's not.
Would you date a transgender person?
I don't see why not. I don't think it's like that big of a deal.
Would you personally date a transgender person?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Would you date a transgender?
No, I'm a transgender. I like men.
A man that's dressed as a woman would make me appear to be a lesbian in public, but I'm heterosexual. I wouldn't date a woman that's dressed.
But this is my thing. I'm already assuming all the liberals and progressives in the college town are gonna say, yeah, they don't mind. But like when you say why not, why is that so important? Like why wouldn't it be important? You know what I mean? You all right with your man looking like a woman? You're all right with your woman looking like a man? Like, but it doesn't make no sense. If you're heterosexual, attracted to the opposite sex like a regular human being, it should matter to you whether your person is transgender or not. Like you just attracted to everything. There is a sexuality for that though, right? Like pansexual or some shit like that. That would make sense. So like all these fucking college students are pansexual, where it don't matter what the fuck you is. I'm just in love with your spirit. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Motherfuckers are weirdos, bro.
Dressed as a man because then that is being a lesbian, and I'm not a lesbian, so.
Why don't you want to?
I mean, I'm straight, bro. Like,
there you go.
Real females, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so if you're dating a transgender person and you're straight at the time, does that mean you're straight after you date them?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you're still straight. Like you're a guy and you're dating a trans girl. Yeah. I think you're still straight. Because also sometimes it's just hard to tell.
You're still straight even if you're dating a transgender person?
Yes.
No, you're not.
It's your own sexuality, and I guess it doesn't really matter in regard to who you're dating, as long as it's what you are.
When do we reach that point where you're no longer straight?
Like, okay, let's say you're a male, but then you're with someone who was a woman but transitioned into a male, then I guess, like, you would be gay then. People who identify as the same gender. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's all by identity, not necessarily by biology in that respect, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. Damn, bro, that's confusing us. See, that's why I need to teach classes on this shit, because literally that makes no sense. It's what you identify. I mean, clearly, that makes sense, because the whole world nowadays is about how the fuck you feel rather than what the fuck you are. So as long as you could be a grown-ass man with the twig and berries and shit, but if you identify as a female and you are, hold on, I gotta rewind the fuck.
In regard to who you're dating, as long as it's what you are.
When do we reach that point where you're no longer straight?
Like, okay, let's say you're a male, but then you're with someone who was a woman but transitioned into a male, then I guess, like, you would be gay then.
Yeah, so it's about what you identify as. So you gay. Oh, bro, this shit confusing as fuck. These motherfuckers are crazy though. These fuckers are crazy, and the logic is flawed. Duh, shit is dumb as shit. These smart, dumb motherfuckers just making this shit up out their goddamn ass, bro. No. Your sexuality is based on what the fuck they got between their legs, regardless of what the fuck they presenting as. You fucking a dude transitioning to a female, and then you with a female.
But then you're with someone who was a woman but transitioned into a male, then I guess, like, you would be gay then. People who identify as the same gender. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's all by identity, not necessarily by biology
These fuckers are
respect,
crazy.
right?
They're
People are
crazy.
telling us that you could date a transgender person and still be straight. Does that make sense to you?
No, that don't make
Hell
sense because
no.
they changed their gender. So technically, you still not straight. You changed your gender for that person.
No, because they're not originally a girl. I wouldn't say that you'd still be straight.
You think that's something else at that point?
Yeah, it's something else. Might have to make up something.
It don't make
Boom.
sense. It just, how you straight, but you dating. I guess because they changed their gender, but like, it still don't make sense.
Right.
Because you were born your way.
Can't still be
Yeah,
straight.
you gotta. We talked. Well, I've talked about this before. We gotta come up with, like, on the gay scale, right? You got 1,000% heterosexual, 1,000% homosexual, and everything in between, bro. So if your ass is a male, born a man, and you're dating a man that has transitioned into a female, but he was born a male, right? Like technically, like you ain't entirely homosexual and you ain't entirely heterosexual. You are somewhere in between. And extrapolate that shit out to different sexualities and gender identities. It runs along the same lines, bro.
And do that. I don't see how that can be.
That doesn't make any sense to you? People say that, yeah. Why do you think some people are hesitant to date a transgender?
With a lot of religion, people want to say that it's their only personal belief. They don't understand that it's just how people are, and like being transgender doesn't mean that you're bad. Like, you're just a person. Like, that's how you are. That's how you're born.
There's a lot of
But that ain't the argument, girl. Like, you can be who you want to be, but I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. It's no different than you not being attracted to fat people. You know, it's no different than you not being attracted to short people. It's the same shit. I'm not attracted to transgenders. Why it's got to be that deep? That, you know, they're just a person. No, it ain't that fucking deep. I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like. Coming up with all this other shit that goddamn make motherfuckers feel better, bro. Damn, shut up.
Like, you're just a person. Like, that's how you are. That's how you're born.
There's a lot of unknown, you know, and that like really freaks people out.
Probably just scared to get judged if they're dating a transgender. Like, oh, then people are gonna think I'm gay.
Yeah.
Or
Why do you
That's
think
why?
people
Okay.
wouldn't want to date a transgender person?
There's a whole populace out there who just love nothing but transgenders, dog. Right? You see that? You fucking try to demonize a motherfucker for not liking somebody. The same shit with this fat phobic motherfucker, homophobic this, transphobic that. Like, if you don't like me, then you're the enemy. Nah, bitch, I like what I like. I like what I like.
Do you think people wouldn't want to date a transgender person?
They're transphobic and homophobic.
Probably that they just don't understand.
Why do you think some people don't want to date transgenders?
Well, it's a choice. Some people don't want to date men. Some people don't want to date women.
Why exactly do you not want to?
because I'm not into them. But they're cool. I will hang with them. But personally, I'm not doing that.
See, it ain't that deep, bro. There you go.
I don't want to say nothing about nobody's personal opinion. If you like transgenders, that's fine. Because I got gay friends, lesbian friends. Like, it's just up to you.
So do you think a lot of this is education based?
Yeah, I think like if we start young, we could definitely like teach children to be more accepting.
Oh man, these motherfuckers get on my
starting like
damn
kindergarten,
nerves.
preschool.
Yeah, I think so. Just showing like different families and different identities, how people feel about their identity and in their own skin is really helpful.
Why do you think some people wouldn't date a transgender person?
I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with things that they are not educated on. We don't talk about it enough, and so a lot of people.
Bruh. Oh man, bruh. So I fucking around and say the same thing. Why don't you think some people aren't interested in dating a black person? Or they're just uneducated. Yeah, they're racist. Like, how the fuck you sound? How the fuck you sound? Why do you think some people don't like dating obese people? Or they're uneducated and they're fat phobic? She's literally saying the same shit. Oh, man. I say these fucking smart, these educated, dumb motherfuckers.
People don't know how to approach things like this.
They're scared because it's different to them, and they don't like to go beyond their bubbles.
I think a lot of people just don't understand, and there's like a lot of fear mongering. So what they do know is like a very limited perspective, or is
no, I just don't want no chick
People
with
are
no
scared of what they
dick.
don't know about, and they're just uneducated, and they don't make the efforts to educate themselves.
And how do you think we change that? Is that something we would like go to the schools?
I think we could introduce more education in the schools and like things like health
Education
classes,
is going
but I think a lot of
to
places are
change people's
really against
sexuality. It's gonna do that. Education. I mean, literally, it is right now. I mean, it is right now. Like the indoctrination, fucking kids, brainwashing them. You're literally changing motherfuckers' genders through education and in that. So I mean, technically they are right, but it's not the way they're meaning. Like they're gonna read and become more informed on what the fuck transgenderism is, and then by default they're going to be more open or inclined to entertain a relationship with one of them. Nah, that's not how it works, motherfucker. That's not how it works, bruh. The fuck?
Just they're against like sex ed and all that in general, so it's hard, but I think the schools would be a good place to start.
It requires some education to like move past that in order to like challenge the belief that you hold.
It's a
it might
belief
be a
now.
true belief, but it's like that belief is informed by information that if they were to be educated about or were to seek more information about, it might challenge that belief itself.
Some people that we spoke to said that the reason people wouldn't want to date a transgender person is because of education. Do you agree with that?
I'm going to say no because that's not the way I go.
You would never change your feelings, right?
Nah.
Do you think that like we should be trying to educate people to change their feelings?
if you want to and if they're open to hear it.
So you don't think you could teach someone feelings?
You can teach people feelings, but not everybody gonna accept how you feel.
Do you guys think there's any other reason that someone wouldn't want to date a transgender person?
I'm sure there's like a lot of personal beliefs one would hold. Personally, I think that those beliefs are like backed up by information that's unsupported.
I identify as straight, unfortunately, but I feel like I would be open to it for sure. Unfortunately.
You think that's unfortunate?
That I'm straight? It's not the vibe these days.
Did you guys date a transgender?
Actually,
Boom, bruh. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That she feels bad for being straight because it's not the vibe. Boom, there it is. That's wild. That's the craziest shit I seen in this motherfucking video. She's ashamed to be heterosexual.
That I'm straight? It's not the vibe these days.
Did you guys date a transgender?
actually, no.
Not
really. Yeah, I'm not really.
Why not?
I believe this is not normal. This is not normal thing to change from female to male or male to female, because God, Allah, create us in a specific way. So why we change that?
You talking to the wrong motherfuckers, man. They Muslim as hell. They not about to play that shit. Yeah, I mean, but just, man, it's just sad to be here, bro. But you know, the fight ain't gonna stop. I'm out.